So yeah, just wanted to kind of check out like what you guys had built here. So I started, crawling this Baidu or Baidu. I'm not actually sure how to say that.
Right? I think it's Baidu,
Um,
but I'm not sure.
Baidu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I found it, you know, pretty much just by doing the Alexa top 100 sites, and it was in actually in the top 10. So I thought it would be, a pretty good size of a tag space. So I mean, just like off the top of my head, when I like look through the logs here, look and see what they have, I'm kind of just like focused on like if I was approaching this from a testing perspective, I would start looking at, of course, the IP ranges. What do they own? Is there anything that looks like it might be hosted somewhere else? Like that might be a cloud service.
Hmm.
Um, using Logan's or the Sweet Rolls, who is would be really cool here to look that up and see who owns that because that could be some sort of like AWS, Azure, something like that. Um, the titles are good. I like the titles. Obviously, I'm gonna have to like copy some of these out and translate them, but I think this is a really interesting column here, the server. So like, I would really start like poking around and just like I mean, are there any exploits for this? Is anything pop up for ecom Apache 1.0? Looks like it might be some sort of smart home,
So
maybe.
if you go back into the single view on one of those hosts, so like
Just like click this dude.
yeah, totally.
Okay.
And then if you go click on the actual server title over there on this view,
This one.
down below in the server column,
Yep.
yeah, click on
Uh,
one of those links.
oh wow, look at there. That is
So that
slick.
one didn't go through for some reason. I see undefined up there, but those are all like linked over to.
That is clever. And you're just using the MITRE like keyword here to like find the
It's best set for right now.
yeah,
Again,
yeah.
it's still kind of beta, but we're just using the actual like string of the server and sending it through as the keyword. Again, and some. I click down below the first link. Actually, I think there's a little flaw there. If you go back into WisQuas, don't click on the first link. Click on
Yep.
one down below, one of the other ones. There you
Okay. Yeah, and then I see it just passes it in there.
go. There you go. Yep.
Apache guacamole. Okay.
So
No
we do have a
guac.
little bit of that kind of enrichment in a couple places in the tool where, like, if you go back on the report view, um, and you look at that main view, if you click on like the IP addresses or the name servers, can you actually go back and show that real quick? I forgot to actually kind of show that
And
yesterday.
where? Right here?
In the report view of WisQuas,
Okay.
you can go back
Show
and
me. Teach
uh,
me.
so just back on, go to generate report, put in the Baidu.
Is that on the home page?
Yes, absolutely. There you go.
Okay.
Generate report,
Yep. And
and
then
now
Baidu.
Baidu. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like I've been poking around at this thing, but you guys are the masters, so teach
Well,
me. ChinaNet. Okay.
okay. So see the name servers underneath the domain name and IP at the top there? And we're starting to add more enrichments and links, right? Over on the far left in the upper left-hand corner.
Like
So
these
click that
dudes.
out. Yeah, that's going to show you what's on that name server in addition to these other domains.
Holy shit.
And that's, good info. So if you click on the IP addresses, they'll go to like IP info. If you click on, so we're adding more things like
Yeah,
that
dude.
in there. You were mentioning, Logan, there's probably some room for us to build some things together. But we
Yeah,
do have some of that built in where we do have hot link in there.
for
So
sure.
we'll Google Maps there. We'll probably do a real map there soon. We do have a new design actually that we're going to
Okay.
be working on after this weekend here and after this event. So we built a good wireframe to house all this data in, right? But it isn't the best UI ever. So that is actually getting worked on, and we're going to update that here shortly. So
Yeah, that's tight. I think yeah. I think there's a ton of information here that's very helpful just from like a high level. Being able to view it from a top down perspective is super helpful.
For me, I mean, I can look at the status codes only and get an idea of whether or not the network is going to be Swiss cheese. You know, if there's a bunch of 500s and a bunch of missing redirects and a bunch of dead links and 404s, they probably don't have, you know, the proper development and things in there to drive traffic to where they need it. Somebody maybe doesn't care. They don't have the resources. So, and like you said, with the web servers there, you can clearly see like if the versions are all over the place.
Yeah.
And the real thing, the real needles in the haystack there, when you look at the bottom of, if you scroll down in that titles list and you were to look at just the titles that came in like once, you know, or twice, because those are going to be some unique thing that happened. Maybe one of the payloads, you know, tripped a WAF and it disclosed itself, or maybe you actually bypass something on the actual web server.
Yeah. That's super tight.
The redirects will help you find if you have some kind of compromise also, right? If somebody's trying to redirect you somewhere else.
Yeah.
Here, check this out. Can you run cbsnews.com real quick, right in that view?
CBS News.
At the top where it says baidu.com in the URL bar, you can actually just change that to cbsnews.com. I'm pretty sure that's in there. CBS. Yeah, let's see.
That should be.
No, you're good.
That's good. Yeah. Yep. Just making sure.
Yep, totally.
You're all encoded in it. Cool.
I didn't want you to have to go back there and type it in. So scroll down and look at the geos here and look for some anomaly. And I don't know if that's like too many for you to scroll through or not.
For the geodes?
The geo, geolocation, which is next to the ASN number right there.
Yeah.
One of those kids is doing their own thing. Yeah. So this will help you
find these people.
This helps you find things like domain shadowing.
Yeah.
Well, I hear a bunch of static.
Sorry. Good now?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
See that? So that maybe isn't good. Maybe somebody has their DNS hijacked an account. Domain shadowing. Somebody's then fronted some subdomain off of here and redirecting it elsewhere.
Race 08. Yeah, man. That's
And then you can go back and look at that host, and if you drill into it in the tool, you'll see another domain associated with it in titles and a couple other places here, I think. So
see, that's what I'm talking about. That's the value here, is being able to get quick view.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, you know, this is and the secret's out now. This is how we red team. I mean, you know, this is, hey, we need to go break into this place. Okay, how do we get in there? We can use OSINT with this tool. We can use all the OSINT links in the dashboard. We can find the employees, email form. I mean, we have everything we need to look at their entire infrastructure quickly. From a 10,000 foot view, but color coding things, so we know kind of where to dive into, you know, this whole fingerprinting methodology we're trying to come up with here. So I just wanted to share that little CBS anomaly there. We should probably disclose that. I don't know if that's, you know, they
on
really
stream
think
now,
problem, but you know, and it's on you. I saw you driving here, so
Yep. Hey, CBS News, if you're seeing this, you're fucked.
Oh man.
Got owned, bro.
So here's another cool thing, Ryan. You're looking at that domain right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just for lulz.
No, but look at the report for these, if you would, please.
Yeah. Is there a way to get to it from like
not
this?
Click home. I mean, you know, you can learn the.
Yeah. Probably just a function != equals CNN.com maybe.
We're taking notes here and feedback here too. I mean,
report. Got it.
Okay, so if you take a look at the title widget there and scroll all the way down inside there and see how many titles I have, that's a lot, huh?
Yeah.
So we want to find these things that, again, like, man, grab that scroll bar and just force it all the way down. You're a doom scroller, huh? So like the low numbers indicate like some, again, unique thing that happened. Maybe that's a local host container that has that one test, you know, pipe CNN site. Why is there test CNN only one request out of these, you know, thousands or whatever? So like, there's, using the scoring helps, and then kind of scrolling up. If you do like a search even on this page, like do Control F, and we know how to search for the titles in the tool, so let's manually do it. Look for Apache space status.
Yep.
And now you can see they have 14 of them right there. So click on that bad boy. And then, drill into one of these here. Let's take a look. And again, if you look at the top there, you're going to be able to see at the top that you have 2 unique green 200 successful requests, right?
For server info.
Yeah, so click on it.
God damn.
And then if you scroll down, that's like all internal path disclosure configuration, vhosts. Somebody needs to disclose that now that it's, but yeah, that's
on Twitch. Yeah, for
this is
sure.
like, there's just tons of this stuff out there. Like bug bounty can only help so far. You actually have to care about your own security, right? Nobody's going to force you to do anything. So there's so much stuff out there, man. And again, we're trying to use this tool to leverage efficiency around communicating. If we were to communicate, hey, you have these like 100 things that are wrong, maybe somebody would listen, as opposed to like 2 trickling in at a time, or so.
Man, I love the one screen that you're trying to implement here. This when I was doing sysad work and beginning my security career, like this would have been so helpful.
Sweet, that's cool to hear, man. Can you scroll down? We'll talk about one more thing right there. Because you have the, this is all the payload output, but if you keep going, we'll get into the robots.txt if there is one. And then also, and then on that host, there isn't one.
Okay.
I think if you look at transcripts.cnn.com, that might be one that I think I saw.
Let's see. I think I still had. Yep.
Yeah,
right there.
Scroll down.
Robots.
There'll be a 414 flood output there as well. And that 414 output box discloses that host name and port right there. See that?
Yeah.
That's what happens when we use over, whatever the number was. I think it was 2726 bytes for a URL request. And it will cause that disclosure, and that will be an IP version 6 sometimes, or an internal IP, and then you can use that for host header manipulation.
That's kind of cool.
So that's something to take note. And we're going to put all those things up higher in the dashboard and the report, so you don't have to go find it. But right now, this is about, this is like 3 to 4 months of our effort trying to build this thing from scratch, right? And a limited team. So we're doing the best we can, and definitely looking forward to others helping and getting some good feedback here.
Yeah, man. I think, you've obviously spent a lot of time on the engine side of this, and it really shows. There's like a lot of information here.
Tyler is phenomenal. I'll just say that.
I honestly think like just cleaning it up, making everything, literally everything clickable almost, like, being able to navigate around. I don't know how difficult it would be, but like allowing the user to customize what they think is important. Maybe they want, that's going to be so tight.
Do we have a custom payload list?
Custom payload list, or like, say I want to see just the country code. You know what I mean? Like, just have like the ability to put that column at the top, or that, that information. Just like, like I said, I don't know. Obviously, I'm just speaking out loud. I don't know the details. But yeah, man, like, so much information here.
It might be too much for some people, but again, some of us have been doing this a long time. It's not. It's like we gobble it up.
And Ryan, just to let you know too, there's some secret functionality if you scroll down here. You go, let's say, go down to like, one of those, go down to the host header manipulations right down there. So if you copy that local host, double click that local host right there. Yep. And then just go into like Notepad, or bring up Notepad real quick.
Well, let me.
Make it right in a terminal. Yeah. You don't have to copy it.
Put it in your buffer. Yeah, it's already in your buffer right here.
What?
Yeah.
You guys are doing like some. That's pretty crazy.
It's called voodoo, bro.
I think that's called like clipboard hijacking.
So for people who didn't see that fully, Ryan just basically got a curl command out there using the host header of localhost to the domain name where he's already looking at. So.
Does it work for all these?
Yep.
Yeah, can you validate the trace right there? It works for the user agents, hosts, and the verbs. And you have a 200 on that trace, and if you grab that curl, you can validate it.
Like that. Wow, that is slick, guys. Yeah, you definitely need to document all this, of course.
It is. It's up on our website. It's the worst
Nice.
documentation ever. I did my best, but no, it's up there. But it's going to be a work, and it's a work in progress.
That's awesome. Mad respect, guys. This looks great.
Thank you so much, Ryan, dude, and thank you for sharing here today. I'm actually going to back out of here now. We're getting close enough to your time here, and it was a pleasure hanging out with you here. And thank you for looking at the tool with us and giving the feedback you have, man. That's awesome. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we'll talk to you guys in a little bit here.
All right, sounds good.